Audio description supplied for the visually impaired. Opening title: Financial Literacy Training appears on screen.
Welcome, and thanks for joining us for the second of 3 sessions to help you develop your financial literacy.
Slide 2 identifies this as Session 2, Credit Management.
During the previous session, we discussed how you can create a roadmap to financial success. During this session, we'll talk more about managing your credit. Remember, you can pause this video whenever you need to so that you can take notes. There will be a knowledge check at the end of this session, so your notes may come in handy. You may have heard that credit is king. What this means is that your credit score has a much more of an impact on your purchasing and borrowing power as your cash.
A graphic illustrating the range of credit scores from bad to fair to good to excellent appears on the right.
A credit score is a number ranging from 300 to 850 that describes a consumer's credit worthiness. It is determined by how you pay your debts and how much you owe. The higher your credit score, the better you look to potential lenders and the more savings and benefits you get. While the lower your credit score is, the less lenders will be interested in loaning money to you. A lower credit score also means that you will have to pay higher interest rates, making it harder to pay things off. There are 3 big credit reporting agencies: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Each of these credit reporting agencies generates a credit report for each of us.
Corporate logos for Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax appear on the right.
A credit report is a record of a borrower's credit history from several sources, including banks, credit card companies, collection agencies, and governments. An example of a low or poor credit score is 420. This means that you have missed payments or have not paid your bills at all, and it indicates to the credit sources that you are not a good client. Keeping your credit score healthy or high is simpler than you think. Some tactics for keeping your credit score healthy include paying on time if at all possible, talking to your creditor if you are unable to pay on time, and remaining aware of any payment plans that could help you get back on track and arranging those said plans.
On the left, a graphic illustrating a symbolic repair of a credit card with a wrench appears.
When your credit score takes a hit, repairing it is the way to go. However, making sure that you thoroughly vet any credit repair services and watch out for scams. Think about this as you prepare to repair your credit. Credit repair services are supposed to boost your credit score. These companies charge a fee for their services. They typically call a company you owe to try to make a payment arrangement or settle your debt for less than you owe. But watch out, some people will pay a large amount of money thinking these companies can majorly change their credit score. Typically, credit repair services cannot do that. They work with your creditors to get your debts paid off and marked as paid on your credit report. What these companies can do, you can actually do it for yourself. However, the effort to contact all of your creditors can be time-consuming. Appealing a credit score is an action you take when you find that there are mistakes on your credit report. When you appeal a credit report, you are disputing the details and/or reported lack of payment from a specific vendor. For example, if a company were to say that you did not pay a bill, but you know you did, you could appeal the accusation. To do this, you must be able to prove that you paid it. Believe it or not, credit cards are a way to repair your credit as well. When going this route, you want to find a credit card that may have a high initial annual percentage rate, or APR, that decreases over time. The APR is the interest rate you must pay on your purchases. In other words, it is a finance charge expressed as an annual rate. As you pay on time, your APR will decrease and your spending limit will rise. This indicates that your credit score is improving.
On the right, a photo of a tablet device displaying an excellent credit score appears.
The best approach is to stay out of financial trouble and keep your credit score high from the beginning. Some best practices to accomplish this are to avoid the following traps: making minimum payments on your credit card, renting furniture and appliances, obtaining a credit card designed for people with bad credit, and obtaining a payday loan.
On the left, a photograph details the minimum payment due on a credit card bill.
Conceptually, paying your minimum amount only goes towards the interest that the bank charges for giving you credit. This means that you never really pay down your actual balance. You are basically paying the bank to hold your loan, which keeps you in debt. Always pay more than the minimum amount due, but you should try your best to pay all of the amount due on or before the due date.
On the right, a stylized weathered stamp that reads secondhand.
Furniture and appliance rental prices often appear affordable, but they really aren't. It is possible for you to pay twice as much as for the items than they are really worth. You may have heard people say, secondhand is upper hand. This means that typically, when you purchase furniture or some type of appliance, it is better to get them used. That way, not only is it cheaper, but it also eliminates the interest you would have to pay if you rented the items or used to purchase them. Places and websites that are great for finding secondhand furniture and appliance include, but are not limited to, Facebook Marketplace, thrift and secondhand stores, and the OfferUp app.
On the left, a strike-through graphic obscures the words bad credit instant approval.
There are many credit card companies that will extend you credit although you have a low credit score. These cards usually have high annual fees and high interest rates. Avoid these credit cards, as their repayment and interest terms are not designed to help you get on the road to financial success. It is almost impossible to ever recover from the debt when you have these type of credit cards.
On the right, a graphic illustrates a stopwatch and dollar bills.
A payday loan is a short-term personal loan that can help you cover immediate cash needs until you get your next paycheck. Different states have different laws surrounding payday loans. Once you're approved for a payday loan, you may receive cash, check, or a money deposited into your bank account. You will then need to pay back the loan in full plus the finance charge by its due date, which is typically within 14 days or by the next paycheck. Payday loans typically come with a very high finance charge, which is usually based on your loan amount. Many people who obtain a payday loan find that they need to take out a loan shortly after they've repaid the original loan. This makes it difficult for anyone to ever get out of debt. If you find yourself in debt and you can't see your way out of it, the next session will provide some resources to help you with debt recovery. Congratulations, you have completed session 2 of 3. Now it is time to check your knowledge. After exiting this video, please proceed to knowledge check number 2. Don't forget, you must watch all 3 videos and complete all 3 knowledge checks to receive your certificate of completion. You're welcome to revisit this video at any time. This training was brought to you by the Harlem Independent Living Center Incorporated, the Mahogany Group, Green Canvas Productions, Diagonal Media, the Financial Education Network, and we'd like to thank Kathleen D. Taylor, LLC, Certified ASL Interpreter, for this session's sign language interpretation.
Audio description performed by Benjamin Yee.